This is why you shouldn't donate your clothes to a thrift store. This is an idea that I have and I think it's gonna work. So basically all you have to do is either get one of those nets that go in your trunk, or if you already have one, and instead of taking your clothes to a thrift store, put it in that net. You could have just a couple shirts, maybe some pants or sweaters, something that you have that could potentially be useful for someone else. Whenever you're doing your day-to-day task and if you see someone, don't be afraid to go up to them and ask, hey, do you need a shirt, sweater, pants? I got something for you. That being said, also be careful. Don't just go up to any random person. Make sure that they're okay, because a lot of times they can be under the influence and it can be a little dangerous. Just use your common sense and make sure that the person that you're going up to isn't going to be violent towards you and is receptive and knows you're walking up to them. Don't just go up and scare someone. All right, back to the video now. I remember when I was doing my documentary, one of the biggest things I learned is that people really need socks. Socks are really important because if you think about it, people on the street are just walking around all day, getting wet, sweaty, stuff like that, and having a nice clean pair of socks is really beneficial for them. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not to support thrift stores. People take stuff to the thrift stores either to just get rid of it or because they think that the donations are gonna make an impact to their local communities. Although that is true, a lot of times it takes a long time for your donation to make it to where it's supposed to make it. I did some work for a local thrift store and I was able to kind of see inside and how long things take and where things have to travel. And a lot of times your donations don't even make it to the thrift stores that you're donating to. They usually go to a big center somewhere and then from there it gets distributed around. If you're just donating to a thrift store to get rid of your old clothes, that's totally fine. If you're donating in the hope to help out your local community, this is a better way that I found. At the beginning of the year, I made a goal list of things that I wanted to do throughout the year. And the very first one is do as you preach. I've done different things surrounding the homeless community, and this is one thing that I've been wanting to do for a while that really doesn't take a lot of your time, and it's a really easy way to help out when you see that someone needs help. One of the biggest things that people say is that people on the street are usually drug addicts or alcoholics, and although sometimes that is true, if you think about it, most of your friends are also drug addicts and alcoholics, and why do you help them? The people on the street usually have something bigger than that. Usually have some sort of mental illness, some sort of traumatic issue that happened in their life that led them to end up there. When we help someone, it should be because we feel it in our hearts to do something for them, not expecting anything back. Now, when it comes to your car, if you're someone like me, I like to keep my car as clean as possible. I don't like to carry a lot of things in my trunk. I don't like to carry a lot of things in my back seat. So you may think this would be an inconvenience, but like you saw with the net that I have at the back of my trunk, it's really slim, it's really out of the way, and it's really only there in case you ever do need it. It's like having insurance. You really don't know if you're ever going to use it, but when you do, you're glad you have it. Again, this is just a small thing, a small change that I wanted to do in my life, and I just want to share it in case someone else thinks it's a good idea and they want to do it. I found that a lot of times the women that are in the street are the ones that struggle a lot more when it comes to clothing and hygiene and personal care. If you think about it, a guy, all he needs is food and water and obviously some clean clothes, but girls, women usually need a lot more. So I do encourage any women that are watching this to give this a go. Something small, something in the corner of your trunk in case you ever do need it. I think what I'm trying to say is that helping shouldn't be something that we dwell on, but it should be something that we look forward to. Something that we hope we could do more and do it happily, do it gladly, especially for the ones that are really needing it, especially during these hard times. So go ahead and next time that you want to donate some stuff to the thrift store, if you want to just get rid of it, go ahead. Don't forget that keeping some in your trunk for someone that may need it will really make your day and also make their day.